Before we get into the breakdown, I need you to do one thing. If you have not already watched that teaser, pause this video right now, go watch it, come back, because what I'm about to show you will completely reframe everything you thought you saw. And some of it, I promise you, DJI did not intend for us to figure out. There are 3 layers buried inside this 41 second of footage. One of them tells us exactly when this drone is going to launch. Another one tells us something about DJI's global strategy. That is a dramatic shift from everything they have done in the last 2 years. And the third one, is the most technically interesting thing I have uncovered about a drone product since the original Avata dropped. We are going to go through all of it, and I am going to show you why the Avata 360 is not just a new drone. It is a completely new product category that nobody else has even attempted yet. Stay with me, because it gets wild. The 41-second teaser decoded. Let us talk about what is actually in this teaser. Because when you break it down frame by frame, the creative choices DJI made are borderline genius. There is no narrator. There is no music with lyrics. No text overlay with buzzwords. No company spokesperson standing in a studio. Nothing but raw, uncut footage. And 41 seconds of absolute silence broken only by ambient sound from whatever environment this drone was flying through. That is a radical departure from the typical DJI launch playbook. Go back and watch the Avata 2 teaser. Go back and watch the Mini 4 Pro announcement. They follow a formula. Dramatic music, sweeping aerial shots with the product shown prominently, then the logo, then the name. Clean, predictable, polished. That is the DJI, you know. This teaser does none of that. The entire 41 seconds is shot from the drone's perspective, and you never once see the drone itself. Not a rotor, not a frame, not a reflection, nothing. And here is why that matters. DJI did not make that choice by accident. Every single frame of that teaser was a deliberate decision. And if you know what to look for, each frame is a data point. The clip transitions between multiple environments, what appears to be an urban corridor, an open mountain valley, and a confined interior space, possibly a warehouse or large hall. Each of those environments was chosen specifically because it tests something different about a drone's flight dynamics and capture capabilities. DJI was showing us a demo reel disguised as a teaser. Think about that. The secret hidden in the footage. Here is the insight that most people missed, and this is the one I want you to pay attention to the most. Watch the footage again and look at how the perspective moves. In a conventional drone, even a top-tier FPV drone, when you change the viewing angle, the entire aircraft has to physically move. Banking left means the horizon tilts. Pitching forward changes what the lens sees. The camera and the aircraft are essentially one unit moving through space together. In this teaser, the perspective glides between angles without any of that physical aircraft movement. The shot will be pointing one direction, and then, completely smoothly, it is pointing somewhere else. And the flight path of the drone has not changed at all. There is no banking maneuver. There is no yaw correction. The horizon does not shift. The aircraft does not compensate. The perspective just moves. That is not a camera movement. That is a post-capture reframe. The Avata 360 appears to be capturing a full spherical field of view at all times, a complete 360-degree image of everything around the drone simultaneously. And then the footage you see is selected from within that sphere after the fact. You can choose where to look without moving the drone. You can reframe the entire shot in post-production. You can pull dramatic angles from footage that looked completely ordinary in the moment. And if you are a filmmaker, a content creator, a real estate videographer, a sports broadcaster, I do not need to tell you what that capability means. Because the single biggest limitation in aerial cinematography has always been this. You have to decide where to point the camera before you fly. Get that wrong, and you have to go back up. With a 360 capture system, that problem ceases to exist. Every flight is a perfect flight, at least in terms of coverage. What the flight dynamics actually reveal. Now let us talk about the flight side of this equation, because the camera system is only half the story. Look at how this drone moves through the spaces in the teaser. In the urban corridor sequence, it threads through what appears to be a gap roughly the width of 2 cars, maintaining consistent speed without any visible deceleration. That is not a beginner mode flight. That is full manual confidence, which suggests the Avata 360's propulsion and stabilization systems are tuned for performance, not comfort. The mountain valley segment is interesting for a different reason. At one point, the drone appears to descend rapidly. We are talking a steep drop of what I would estimate at around 80 to 100 meters, and the footage remains completely stable. No jitter, no horizon drift, no micro corrections that you typically see when a stabilization system is working hard. That either means the gimbal system is extraordinarily capable, or the entire 360 capture array is optically stabilized in a way that compensates for aggressive maneuvers automatically. Based on the leaks circulating right now, and I will get to those in a moment, the Avatar 360 is expected to feature what DJI is internally calling O4 Enhanced Transmission, which is a step up from the O4 system in the standard Avatar 2. That means extended range, lower latency, and better signal stability in complex RF environments like cities and event venues. Combined with a 360 capture system, this becomes a professional broadcast tool, not just a hobbyist toy. Think about the use cases that suddenly open up when you combine FPV agility with 360 capture and broadcast-grade transmission. Live sports coverage where operators can get into spaces a traditional helicopter never could. Concert and festival production where you need to capture crowd energy and stage action simultaneously. Search and rescue missions where you need situational awareness in all directions at once. This is a fundamentally different kind of tool. The global launch strategy shift. I want to pivot for a moment from the hardware analysis to something that I think is equally revealing: how DJI released this teaser. Because the when and the where of a product announcement, especially from a company as strategically calculating as DJI, is never accidental. Every platform choice, every timing decision, every geographic sequence is deliberate. And what DJI did with the Avatar 360 teaser breaks a very clear pattern. Look at DJI's last major product launches. The RS5 stabilizer, China social media first, then global channels 2 to 3 weeks later. The Osmo Action 6, same story. Weibo and Chinese content creators had it weeks before Western markets saw a single official image. Even the Avata 2, which was arguably DJI's most eagerly anticipated FPV product in years, followed this same China-first sequencing. It is not laziness. It is how DJI manages regional inventory allocation and distributor relationships. The Avatar 360 teaser dropped everywhere simultaneously. Instagram, YouTube, X, TikTok, Weibo, same video, same second, same day. There was no Chinese preview period. There was no regional soft launch. It was a global synchronized release of marketing content, and that is something I genuinely do not recall DJI doing since before the pandemic. A simultaneous global teaser means one of two things. Either the gap between Chinese launch and international launch is going to be dramatically shorter than we have seen recently. We are talking days, not weeks, or this is a true simultaneous worldwide release. Given the retail packaging that has already surfaced, and we will get to that in a second, I am going with the simultaneous global launch theory. And if I am right, that changes the urgency of this story considerably, because it means the Avatar 360 is not something you put on a wish list for 3 months from now. It may be something you can actually order within weeks of this video. Why this drone is a category-defining product. I want to take a step back from the spec analysis for a moment because I think it is easy to get lost in details like transmission range and capture resolution and miss the bigger picture of what DJI appears to be building here. This is not an iterative product. DJI did not sit down and say, how do we make the Avatar 3 better than the Avatar 2? They appear to have asked a completely different question. What would aerial filmmaking look like if the single biggest constraint, the need to decide where to point the camera before you fly, was simply eliminated? That constraint has shaped aerial cinematography since the very beginning. It is why productions hire previs artists to plan every drone shot in advance. It is why a single missed angle during a live event means the footage is gone forever. It is why insurance riders on drone operations cost what they do, because mistakes are expensive when you cannot reshoot from the air. Remove that constraint, and the entire economics and creative process of aerial cinematography change. Suddenly, a solo operator can deliver coverage that previously required a full drone team. Suddenly, a wedding videographer can guarantee they captured the ring exchange from the perfect angle, even if they had to choose that angle 2 days after the wedding in an editing suite. Suddenly, a documentary filmmaker covering a protest or a natural disaster can ensure they have 360 degrees of context, even if the action unfolded in an unexpected direction. The creative freedom is genuinely transformative. I have been flying drones for close to a decade. I have covered product launches for DJI, Autel, Skydio, Parrot, and several smaller manufacturers. I say this without exaggeration. If the Avata 360 delivers on what this teaser appears to promise, it will be the most significant new product category in consumer and prosumer drones since the first FPV systems became commercially available. That is a high bar, but the evidence keeps pointing in that direction. What could go wrong? Honest take. Alright, I have spent most of this video telling you why the Avata 360 might be extraordinary, and I stand by that analysis. But if I only ever told you the things that made every drone sound amazing, you would have stopped trusting me a long time ago. So here is the honest counterbalance, because there are real questions around this product that deserve to be asked. First, and most importantly, 360 capture is computationally expensive. Stitching multiple wide-angle feeds into a coherent spherical image in real time, or even in post, requires serious processing. On a GoPro Max or an Insta360 X4, you can get away with some stitch artifacts because those cameras are stationary or move slowly. On a drone flying at 80 kilometers per hour through complex environments, any stitching artifact is going to be visually disruptive. The quality of the final footage will depend entirely on how well DJI has solved the computational stitching problem, and we genuinely do not know the answer yet. Second, battery life. Adding a 360 capture system to a drone means adding sensors, adding processing hardware, and adding heat management requirements. Every one of those additions draws from the battery. The Avata 2 gets around 23 minutes of flight time under ideal conditions. If the Avata 360 drops that number significantly, let us say into the 14 or 15-minute range, that is going to be a real-world limitation for professional use cases, regardless of how impressive the capture system is. Third, and this is the one nobody wants to talk about, regulatory complexity. A drone that captures everything in a 360-degree radius simultaneously raises questions in many jurisdictions about unintentional capture of private property and individuals. Flying a conventional drone with a forward-facing camera is legally well-defined in most markets. Flying a drone that captures a full sphere, including ground-facing imagery and lateral residential coverage, may require permits that do not yet exist in a streamlined form. DJI will need to get ahead of this story. Final take. Let me bring this full circle. 41 seconds. No drone in frame, no product name on screen, no specifications announced, no launch date given. On paper, that is the most information-free teaser any company could possibly release. And yet, by the time you and I have spent the last 10 minutes going through every layer of evidence, the footage behavior, the platform strategy, the retail leak, the transmission confirmation, we know more about the Avata 360 and its imminent arrival than DJI has officially told us. That is what makes this teaser one of the most strategically sophisticated pieces of product marketing I have seen from DJI in years. They did not need to tell us anything directly. They just needed to show us proof. Proof of capability, proof of confidence, proof of readiness, and they did it in under a minute. When a company releases a teaser that's certain, that polished, that deliberately crafted for a global simultaneous audience, it means one thing. The product is done, and they are ready to sell it. Before I let you go, I have a question for you, and I genuinely want you to answer it in the comments. Not a poll, not a multiple choice option, just your honest reaction. What is the one thing about the Avata 360 that excites you most? Is it the creative freedom of 360 reframing, the FPV performance, the broadcast potential for live events? Or is there something you are still skeptical about that you want me to address in the full review? Tell me, because your answers are going to shape the follow-up content I build around this product over the next several weeks. If you want the full background on how we got here, the earlier leaks, the rumored full spec sheet, the comparisons to the Avata 2, I covered all of that in detail in a previous video that I will link right here. Go watch that after this, and you will have the complete picture. Subscribe if you want to be the first to know when the announcement drops, because I guarantee you, we will be covering it in real time. And until then, keep flying. I will see you in the next one.